I hate to admit it, but it is true. I am a vegetarian. My decision to become vegetarian was the engine that drove significant changes in my lifestyle and personal relationships. Society seems to cast vegetarians as difficult people who complicate social dining situations and family gatherings unnecessarily. The notion that vegetarians are weak or unhealthy has been repeatedly disproven by scientific research and athletic performance. My conservative family initially resisted my dietary choices, viewing vegetarianism as an unnecessary departure from traditional eating habits. This vegetarian journey began 3 years ago when I witnessed disturbing footage of industrial animal farming practices. I faced considerable opposition from friends who could not understand my ethical concerns about meat consumption. Adopting vegetarianism brought unexpected relief from digestive problems that had bothered me for years without explanation. I felt a moral debt to animals that could only be repaid by refusing to participate in their exploitation. Living according to my values brings honor to my conscience, even when others question my choices. The outcome of my dietary change surprised everyone, including improvements in health and energy levels throughout daily activities. People often blame vegetarians for being preachy, but I simply want to live according to my convictions. My explanation for avoiding meat often leads to uncomfortable conversations about ethics and environmental impact with omnivorous friends. Difficulties arise when attending social events where vegetarian options are limited or completely unavailable for guests. At musical concerts and festivals, finding suitable food becomes a challenging adventure that requires advanced planning. It took months to recover from the social awkwardness of explaining my dietary restrictions to confused friends. My dad worried that vegetarianism would negatively affect my health, but medical tests proved his concerns unfounded. Meal planning requires me to stretch my creativity to ensure nutritional balance without relying on meat proteins. I decided to declare my vegetarianism openly, rather than hiding it to avoid social complications and misunderstandings. I had to retire many favorite childhood recipes that centered around meat as the main ingredient. Even tiny amounts of meat broth in seemingly vegetarian dishes can cause ethical dilemmas during restaurant dining. Being careful about ingredient lists has made me more aware of food production processes and nutritional content. Finding suitable protein alternatives required extensive research about nutrition and plant-based dietary planning for optimal health. My native culture's emphasis on meat consumption made adopting vegetarianism feel like rejecting family traditions and heritage. Fresh fruit and vegetables have become central to my diet, providing energy and nutrients previously obtained from meat. I learned to analyze nutritional labels carefully to ensure adequate protein, iron, and vitamin intake from plant sources. Anyone who could witness modern factory farming practices might reconsider their dietary choices and ethical positions. Online mail orders for specialty vegetarian products have become a regular part of my monthly shopping routine. The terrible realization that my previous diet contributed to animal suffering motivated this significant lifestyle transformation. As a nutrition researcher, I discovered that well-planned vegetarian diets provide all necessary nutrients for optimal health. Ordinary social situations like barbecues and dinner parties now require advanced communication about dietary needs and restrictions. Restaurant selection has become limited to establishments that offer substantial vegetarian options beyond basic salads and sides. I can travel anywhere in the world confidently, because vegetarian food exists in every culture and cuisine. The mental clarity and energy improvement from vegetarianism exceeded my expectations and convinced skeptical family members. As an active participant in environmental conservation, vegetarianism aligns with my broader commitment to sustainable living practices. My vision of a more compassionate world includes reducing animal suffering through conscious dietary choices and lifestyle changes. Vegetarianism has become integrated into my personality and identity, representing my values and ethical convictions about compassionate living. I chose vegetarianism specifically to align my actions with my values regarding animal welfare and environmental sustainability. Contrary to stereotypes, I maintain healthy body fat levels through balanced vegetarian nutrition and regular physical exercise. My entry into vegetarianism opened doors to new communities of like-minded people who share similar values.